Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Is this dude gonna answer me or what? Yeah, let's see if he answers. All right. All right, all right, all right. What is up, everyone? This is Coffee with Soul. I'm your host. We're going to chat, we're going to talk, we're going to chill and hang out, and I'm going to gather a lot, unless I get distracted by stuff, because that always happens. But I'm going to do a lot of gathering, and the purpose of this is to create a talking point. I'm going to see just how much gold I can make in the current market with the gathering skills that I have right now, and I will try to answer the question of how long it might take if I just gather. Can I make Brutosaur money? You know, can I buy 6 WoW tokens in 2 months? And I don't know. I don't have any basis on it, so I want to take a little bit of time to gather and all that stuff and just kind of see what happens. I was gonna like start right away, but then like trade chat was like, hey, I want some stuff made, and so I was making some stuff. I'm like, okay, I get that. Kind of throws off. That's gonna throw off the rhythm if I'm like switching back to my main every now and then. So I'm on my hunter right now. My hunter happens to be my gathering toon. It's definitely not an ideal character, but I just like gathering on him, and I did it in Dragonflight. It worked out just fine until I stopped caring about it. And same thing here. I was just gathering for a little while, and then I was like, oh, I can just, you know, it feels feasible enough for me to farm from the auction house, and that's been okay. So anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. We're still doing drops for folks who just want to hang out and make sure that they get their stuff. Make sure you claim it. I'd hate for people to like miss out on that. That would really suck. Cute hat, thanks. Why was he cooking? I'm pretty sure he was cooking, right? Because otherwise, why is he? Yeah. He dressed in cooking equipment. Why was he cooking? I don't know what he was doing. Yeah, what was this guy doing cooking stuff? Let me see. Yeah, he does have the chef hat thing on. And, okay, I guess that guy made his stuff. Yeah, he doesn't have anything. It's just for some reason he was just cooking stuff. Alright, sure, whatever. Well, yeah, let me give a quick hello to Doki. If you're the first person to say hi, what's up to Puddle and Peter and Pandalicious, to No Name, to Mikey J. I hope everyone's doing alright. Hope you guys are doing good. And yeah, let's just chill. You know, I saw this thing real quick before before we get started. There's this thing, I haven't read this yet. There's a new roguelike scaling difficulty coming in Season of Discovery Phase 6. I mean, I'm still not going to play it, but I'm intrigued by this. Let me get this thing up. A roguelike scaling difficulty. So, that's wild. So, do they start naked? That's weird. Okay, so one of the most intriguing updates from the Phase 6 announcement was the concept of a roguelike scaling difficulty system coming in EQ. So far, there have been new difficulty modes. There were heat levels and Trials of the Dragonflight. I barely know what that's about. Okay, so in Season of Discovery, both Temple and Ruins will have a new scaling difficulty system. After each boss, players will need to choose between cash-in and rewards, or enabling further mechanics, or risk losing everything. Players will need to decide how far they want to push their luck to earn the greatest reward of the new system. After each boss, they'll need to make a choice between cashing in their rewards or enabling more challenging mechanics and trying for better loot. You'll need to balance the risk and the reward against each other, as too many deaths in the raid could mean your team earns nothing at all. Okay, not my idea of a roguelike. Roguelikes have a very... Why are they saying this is... Oh, no, this is the article saying it's a roguelike. Okay. I thought this was going to be another case of, you know, Blizzard being like, hey, Torghast is a roguelike system. I'm like, this is not what this isn't exactly, you know, that Blizz, but then this is okay. They're not trying to say it's like that this time. I don't know, man. That doesn't seem pug friendly. That seems high. That seemed extremely high risk for a pug. Now, for a static guild and all that, yeah, this seems cool. That'd be pretty sweet. But of course, people are gonna play it cautious too. You know, they're gonna start off. Okay, we'll take it easy. You know, take it easy, very chill. Let's just get through it. But it just kind of sucks. It's like, hey, let's introduce these new mechanics, these new challenging mechanics, and then they die, and then they get no loot, and that's a big slap on the wrist, being like, don't do that, and people may not want to do that. So, could be interesting. What's up, Hellraiser? What's up, One Under? What's up, I and Andy? Hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing alright. I am, you know, there was some cool news, or not news, but there was a cool discovery that or change that had happened, for alchemists. Thaumaturgy alchemists, once upon a time, or at least before this patch maybe, they were you kind of had to be a goblin in order to be the best kind of thaumaturgist, because you were a couple points short of getting maximum thaumaturgy, and you needed to be a goblin or a Quilterian, I think, in order to get just enough points to make it so that you can take rank 1 materials and recycle them into rank 2 materials. Like, it's kind of crazy that, you know, something like that's possible. However, you did need to be a goblin or a Quilterian to do it, but you don't have to do that anymore, because they lower the requirement by just a few points, just enough, so that people who are not that race are able to take advantage of it. So people who are interested in that sort of thing, hey, cool. I don't know if anyone has said anything about that, but now you know. So I'm going to change to Steady Flight. Steady Flight is a nice brain off kind of style. You know what I mean? Okay, so let me make sure I have like all the stuff that I need to have. Like, hold on, because I need the journals. I guess the journals, for whatever reason, are not on my bars. Because I at least gotta check I haven't been on this character in a while. So I'm like pretty behind on like everything. So let me pick up, yeah, perception stuff. That seems like a good idea. And then I've been working on mining fundamentals on this one because I wanted to get more finesse. I wanted to get more materials. All right. So let me clean up my bank a little bit too. Make sure I don't have like extra stuff that I don't. Okay, it doesn't seem like I have much of anything here. I have 33k gold on me. Let me get rid of that. Oh. Hey, tinder boxes. Woo. Wow. Okay, those tinder boxes were from the distant past, because I sold 2 tinder boxes and now I have from 33 to 45,000 gold. Yeah, that's from a while ago. Okay, but let's get rid of it. So I'm down to 1,000-ish gold. And so all I'm gonna do is just kind of hang out, chat with y'all, gather, and then when we're done, and then towards the end of stream, we're just going to like post everything, and or not. We'll do a quick count of like how much stuff is worth, and then we'll post it and all that stuff. So that's gonna give us so that'll help give us an idea of, you know, we're gonna do some very basic math. It's not going to be accurate at all, but it's going to give us kind of a ballpark. Like, should we start now? And if we do, like, how far will we get? And I want to at least, again, give people a talking point. How far can you get? How much gold can you really acquire from this? And then do you need to like supplement the rest with cash? Like, can you get some WoW tokens, but not enough? And then use real money to make yourself some BattleNet balance, and then buy them out, you know. So we're gonna take a look at those, and then you can just then the viewers can decide for themselves what they're going to do. Yeah, so one thing that I can potentially do, because I am a thaumaturgist as well, I can take my rank 1s and turn them into random rank 2s. Cool. Actually, no. Let me take that back. I need to make one alchemy accessory for my main thaumaturgist person. I actually have multiple alchemists, but the one is the only one that matters. So, it's excellent news. I have like 30 alchemists. I mean, you only need one thaumaturgist though. You only need one, because it's not like they have a cooldown or whatever that you need to worry about. Amazon is raising prices of the monthly subs for Twitch again. I thought they've done that already. Because wasn't it like, it was like $5, and then they changed it to like, I forget. I think they raised it by $1 or something like that. Because I thought they did that just the other month. That's Bezos making up for the money he lost from losing all them Washington Post subscribers. Punk ass. Do I have Growl on? Okay, I have Growl on. Cool. Okay, I couldn't help but grab that. I'm like, oh, it's purple. Get it. $7.99 now? To be fair, Brutosaur is a lot cheaper than the OG one. Oh, absolutely. I mean, the old one was, 5 million gold, and the token, the number of tokens you needed was kind of variable, right? But 5 million gold. Oh shit, dude. Like, tokens need to be ridiculously expensive, or they need to be super, super valuable if you want to, let's see, what would 6 tokens be? That would be not exactly 1 million gold per token, but yeah, tokens would need to be like crazy, crazy expensive. They have a cooldown on those thaumaturgy crafts, creating materials out of the vault. Oh, well, that's technical. That's technically a transmute, sir. But no. I mean, you're right, but still. Like, as a thaumaturgist, I do not have anything invested into transmutes. I ain't doing nothing for transmutes. So I'm also hardly like the optimal gatherer person. I'm doing my best because I have a sky golem, and I don't think I have mounted I don't have mounted mining. But I'm also, undead. Who does that, right? But I'm just trying to emulate the idea of just your sort of average-ish player being like, I'm gonna do it, and they just take their character and just go, I guess the thing that would not be very accurate would be me doing this, because I'm gonna be doing this for what, like 2 or 3 hours or so. Not everyone has that time. Not everyone can do that. But again, talking point. This is a something to bring up when having this sort of conversation. Well, at least that one dude, he got this far trying to do it, so maybe I can at least like get some and save a few bucks and blah blah blah. So I don't know. Turns out it's complete waste. Oh, trauma. Okay, so you're not a fan of thaumaturgy. You'd upgrade everything with flask and potion the first tree spec for herbs instead of thaumaturgy. I'll tell you this though, at the start of the expansion, it was amazing. I made millions off of, like, Stream was watching me just print money. I was just taking cheap leather and Myco Bloom and turning it into gangbuster money with all the with the random storm dust. Now, obviously, that ship has sailed. That has gone away. Ooh, Leyline. Leyline's actually pretty decent money. That's like 100 something gold per. It's not bad. It's rare to get, but something. Some people have time, others have money. Yeah, in the end, it's like, you know, some people are going to be like, oh, 90 bucks? I can swing that. Some people can't. You know, not everyone who plays this game lives in a lives in the U.S. economy. You know, for some people, six tokens is way more affordable than 90 bucks or the equivalent. You know what I mean? It just depends. Get out of me. Someone asked, well, why am I farming urban mine without the oh yeah, because I forgot. What's that shit called? You're right, because man, I could get so much more out of that. See what I mean when I'm saying like, hey, it's just an average dude. Average dude with a Brutosaur, 2 Brutosaurs, just chilling, doing their thing. He's like the regular people, guys. Oh, it's a file, I think. What is it called? No. Yes, true sight. See, I'm gonna be on for a few hours, so I don't have that gold. Fuck me. That's what I get for moving all my gold. Okay, then I'll go with 2. 1. Fuck. Well, working with what I got for now. Cool. Are the 3s worth it? What do you mean by the 3s? Oh, you mean the rank 3s? I don't know. I feel like it's the more efficient go, though, right? Six tokens are just easier to get. In-game money being easier to get than IRL gold. Yeah, depending on the market that you're working, absolutely, it definitely can. Today's conversation is, well, where does gathering lie in that? Because I'd say gathering is the most labor-intensive out of all of it. But I would always advise people, you know, maximize the thing that you do best. So like if people are like, hey, I sell carries, oh dude, sell carries. That's good money. You know, monetize your skill and all that, right? So what's the most lucrative resource at the moment? I don't know. I haven't been paying too much attention. Like whenever I need stuff or the guild needs stuff, I just kind of swipe and the most lucrative resource though, I really don't know. I mean, I noticed that some materials, they seem to be more expensive than others. Like I noticed that I'm like, oh, leyline residue, that seems to be going for a lot. Leyline residue is what goes into, well, it goes into like a good number of things, but at least for the market that I work, or the things that I'm making, mana oil, you know, so that's a thing. Hey, 2 gold. No, I'm not even overcharging shit. Crystallized. I don't think crystallized is the way to go. I think irradiated is like the favorite one, the favorite thing to empower or whatever it's called. I stream on TikTok and I get like 10 bucks a week. Lol, should I dump it in all into tokens? Hey, 10 bucks a week in TikTok isn't bad, actually, is it? That's actually a lot of views. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Bestsellers is rank 3 biz. Ah, okay. Pixel, thank you. Thank you for subbing. Appreciate it. Also, thank you to Zira and to Red. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate you folks. Do you know if there's a way to get nameplate SCT to show the killing blow damage? It frustrates me you can't see your last hit on mob. Yes, there is. Let me show you as soon as I make this way too hard on myself. Oh, come on, pets, do some work. Let's see, I think my interact key is not on. There we go. Oh, you pets. You average like 7 or 8 viewers. Hey, it's money. So that's TikTok Live. Got it. I never tried doing that. Maybe I should try it and see what happens. But then I'm not hot, so I don't know if that's gonna work out. And my interact key is not working. Let's see. Interact key. Alright, so nameplates. You need to display overkill. That's it. Check the display overkill, and that's all you need to do. That's how you'll see the last killing blow. You get gifts. Oh, people just give you gifts? Oh, just like, I guess, subs or tips and stuff. Make a TikTok of Bob doing the NPC memes. Had a number of people have brought up Bob. They're like, yeah, you need to do more Bob. I'm like, oh, but then so polarizing. Some people just, they hate the dude. Special request is check out and install the X Loot add-ons so that we can spy on your loot as you get it. Oh, because you can't see it right now, huh? X Loot. I was looking at, I was double checking and taking a look at add-ons because some folks are like, hey, you haven't done an add-on video in a while. And I glanced through, I'm like, oh, I'm not seeing anything like new. That's like, oh my god, this looks amazeballs. Let's see what this is though. X Loot. Never heard of this one. It's a popular one though. What does it do? X Loot has not been updated for Dragonflight changes. That's not a good sign. Even though it says it was updated just before the launch of War Within. Replaces the loot frame. Yeah, let's see what happens. Why not? There's an add-on that shows all your arts done, like Dells, which World Quest. Yeah, Saved Instances is a pretty good one for that. Best part of TikTok is discoverability. I get easily 1,000 viewers that at least scroll through. Okay. Oh, world boss. Might as well since I'm here. Go, Beastmaster guy. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm a Dark Ranger person right now. So I'm not quite sure like what the deal is with Dark Ranger. Like all I really notice is, hey, I get Black Arrow. I basically have Condemn. I remember this ability from Shadowlands. That was a warrior thing, where they basically have their, they turn their execute into a button that you spam more, but for hunters. So it's like, hey, that's cool. I don't know how it translates, but oh well. Oh, there's a thing there. How does that work? Can I move it? Oh, I can't move it. Hold on. Okay, so X loot. Or I'll call it schloot. Schloot. Okay, so anyway, oh, so there's the thing. Wait. Oh god, the game is screaming at me right now. Okay, Schloot is not pleased right now. Well, you see, they make Dark Shadow Arrow Pull mobs, so you know it's a hunter ability. Ah, there you go. Scroll through my add-ons, and mostly all the old tried and true. I try new ones to see what they do. Rarely, but rarely do I make the switch. Yeah, there hasn't. A lot of folks don't make duplicates of like existing stuff, but I haven't seen like new stuff yet. Not in a while. Okay, so I don't know why that just kind of sits there. I guess that's just what it looks like. Okay, it's. I'm getting too many errors. This isn't gonna work. Sorry, Schloot. You're not working out. How about this? How about I just go old school and like I show you guys. Let's see, how would I do this really quick? Let's make a... So this thing is called looting now. And I put this here. Okay, let me see what I get from the loot here. If that shows up, then cool. Good enough. All right. Actually, let me move this a little bit. This is a little bit intrusive. There we go. Oh, my DPS thing gets in the way. Okay, so how about there. All right, cool. Stock, baby. Stock UI for the win. All right, back to work. Oh, I should be using these too, man. And then what things am I putting stuff into? Mostly here. I don't know why, but I'm just gonna go all. I'm gonna at least go all the way till I get like the extra perception and stuff. So I know that for gatherers, like there's the sort of catch up that you get. Like once you're done getting your weekly stuff, if you're behind, you can get more. I'm very behind. Like I think after like maybe the third week, I stopped gathering for the most part. So my tools aren't all that great. I don't have a whole lot of acuity. I'm just kind of like plodding along. So, all right. Thanks for the suggestion, though. But yeah, there might be some sort of add-on conflict or whatever. Null Lotus. How much is Null Lotus worth these days? $1 something? It's not much. That ain't too much. And you know, I haven't seen a lot of invisible stuff. Okay, this is invisible. Never mind. The game was like, oh, you haven't been seeing anything, bitch. Well, how about this? Alright, do I have to like go hella close? Yeah, that'll do it. The catch up once you done the weekly quest? Well, that I have done. Like that I started off with, you know. Oop. Yeah, I also have like, you know, some people they have routes, they have add-ons that'll show them like, oh, here's like the heat map where like the most likely routes or the best route where you'll see lots of stuff and all that. I used to do stuff like that, or I used to use add-ons like that. The times where I did the most gathering in the game was Cataclysm. That was when I first started with selling glyphs. Boy, that was a cutthroat market, dude. Ooh, boy, it was rough. People were straight up killing each other over it. And it's because I was on a PvP server, so yeah, we were killing each other over it. Ever mess with farm? No, I don't. I did at one point. You know, go to the place that usually has like the biggest cluster of stuff and all that. And for many years, I just haven't. Like gathering just seems faster, in a sense too. Like density has gone up. You know, maybe that's partially because of how quality is now. You know, there's like quality stuff, and so now it's quantity versus quality. People are going for that. What can I exchange gold to get the Brutosaur? You just go to the black market. Oh, not black market. You just go to your auction house. So you go to your auction house, go to WoW token, and then you just buy whatever token you can. And then once you get it, you use the WoW token. A UI will pop up that'll ask you, "Hey, what do you want to do with this? Do you want to buy game time, or do you want to turn this into BattleNet balance?" And then just choose what you like, and go for it. Once you have the necessary balance, then go ahead, go to the shop, go for the Brutosaur, and it's going to ask you, how do you want to pay for this? And then you can choose your BattleNet balance from that. Yeah, so it's not too far. It's not too far-fetched to be like, okay, well, maybe you can not exactly pay for the Brutosaur with just gold. You know, you can do some gathering or whatever gold making that you do, buy whatever you can, and then just take real money, exchange the rest for BattleNet balance, so that way you can buy it. So it's not like you have to do nothing but make gold. You can do other stuff too. How much do those files cost? Let's see the hidden knowns. Well, the one that I bought was pretty expensive. It was going for what, 800 gold or something like that. So it was kind of expensive. You could pay way less for it. So the next one I buy is going to be a cheapie, because that just doesn't seem like worth it. And why am I fighting everything? What did I do to you? Oh well. I'm not a great fighter person, so that's one of the main reasons why I choose a hunter, so that way I can gather while they save my ass. You know? You have 600k currently in gold. How much is it? Well, from on U.S. realms, or in the U.S. region at least, what do I see? 266. So round up, let's say 300. If you have 600K currently, then you can get like a third of the amount. So that'll take you, you know, that'll give you some progress. What's this? Oh, that's not a gathering thing? You tricked me. Yeah, it's something like 2 million gold. Now, of course, by the time you buy it, you know, how much gold, you know, did you maximize the sales of your goods when you were selling it? Did you sell at the right time? You know, those are, but there's so many unknowns and so many factors to consider if you want to very efficiently buy your stuff. So that's why I'm just kind of like, okay, let's just work on a really wide ballpark. Like let's see where I'm at if I gather for like a couple of hours and you know, do this. And the answer could be, okay, this is not viable, or you know, this is going to take way too much raw time to get for the average person. That's what that easily could be what some will conclude. And others will be like, well, normally I just farm transmog or whatever. I'm just kind of like bumming around, but I really want this Brutosaur because it just looks hella cool. And so they'll shift their player behavior to get it. And that's like kind of that's a normal thing. There's a lot of folks that resist that idea, though. Some people are like, no, I want to be able to get the things that I want without there being, you know, without changing the things that I do. I should get it. I disagree, but, you know, hey, that's what people want. A soul get farm HUD? Nah, I'm good. Not trying to diss on you, but you know, it's just not a thing that I do. You know, I'm cool with just kind of like wandering around and seeing where the nodes take me. Is it down here? Down here. Level 2 file true set is enough. 120 and document firewater for 15% deftness. That's gathering speed, right? Yeah, finesse, gathering speed, perception, rarity, deftness, speed. How do you get the gold to transfer to real money for the Brutosaur? How? Oh, there's a bunch of ways how. I'm just trying to demonstrate one way to do it. I mean, definitely, like if you were doing this stuff earlier in the expansion, you know, these materials were worth like way more, and they were moving at like super fast rates, super duper fast even. I'm not sure you can split the payment and think it also be one payment type. Yes, but at the same time, you could just, you know, turn money into BattleNet balance. Just do a straight conversion. So that's how you would go around that. Do you not min-max when I farm? No. No, I don't. If anything, what I'm trying to do here is kind of demonstrate like a kind of regular person who does this sort of thing. And when it comes to gathering, I'd say I play a lot, right? But not as much as what some people think, and not at the mathematical efficiency that some people would presume. I don't play like a pro, that's for sure. I play like some whack-ass casual. You know, just convert the gold into balance, and then, yeah. Ugh. Yeah, some people like fishing instead. They don't like flying around like this. They'll just fish. Because some of those fish are pretty expensive. Like the ones you make for the feasts. And people blow through that shit. My favorite when I get into gathering is downloading gathering again and then watching the massive route paths get calculated down to the optimal path. Oh, they've gotten that crazy now? Like they'll point you to like the biggest cluster and determine a route from there? That's kind of cool. Slum Shark Gang? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know, one of my guildmates was talking about his fishing adventures because he's been doing the fishing derby, and I hella don't. And he was talking about how sometimes there's like a kind of bug where sometimes he'll start the event and he'll just try to fish up one thing, and then all of a sudden he'll complete the whole event. And you know, he's not entirely sure like how that works, but oh, that's annoying. Oh, fuck me. Oh, no. Oh, danger. I don't know what to do. I'm just going to run. It's rain day. That's right. You should sell when your 30-minute true sight ends. That could give you good gold for 30 minutes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That'll kind of give us a snapshot, right? Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Okay, I'm gonna stay away from the wheat area. Or maybe I should go further down. Some of the herbs are... I think some of the herbs in Hallowfall are good. I have to multitask fishing with some of the real life thing that I have to complete. Oh, yeah, I'm multitasking it with streaming. Or sometimes I'll put on a movie. Well, what sucks though, you can't watch anime unless I'm watching it dubbed. And I'm like, do I really want to compromise my enjoyment? Yeah, see, wife came in, I mentioned dubbed, she's like, thumbs down. It's got to be an exceptionally good set of actors who are doing the voice work. What's that? Oh, because they'll get Christian Bale to like do this. Well, it's the first one that came to mind because I can't recall like others. Oh, I know this is done. I just don't recall. Oh, in the Boy and the Heron? Yeah, but that movie was. I know. Anyway, something I fully disagree with you. Finally saw dubbed anime lol. Wait, what are you disagree on? Because I gave two very distinct takes, so I'm not quite sure what you're what you mean. Ah. I found my Hallowfall, but I think I love the zone. The zone is cool. Like, I like all the zones. Even, what's it called? Even Ashgahat, like, is a pretty cool farm. Because no one goes there. So it's nice and peaceful. Most of the time, at least. What do you think of the Nubian raid overall? I like it. Overall, like it. Satisfied. By the time we hit like March or so, when the season ends, whenever the hell that is, my tune might change a little bit because it's going to be that old by then. But so far, I'm satisfied with it. I definitely am a fan of. I definitely have a favorite boss. Brood Twister is my favorite. And then once we defeat Onsurek, then we'll see if the ranking changes a little bit. Like, progressing on her has felt slow, and that I'm not happy with, but that doesn't really change my feelings on the boss itself. Not yet, at least. Not until I see the whole fight. You got the dubbed anime being thumbs down part. I generally prefer dubbed anime and usually like the voice acting. It's it really depends. Most of the time, I don't like dubbed anime because it just you lose some of the translation. Sometimes the way they do the localization makes the scripting feel really forced, and I end up not liking it. And it kind of like kicks me out of the immersion of just sinking myself into the show. Because I'll get distracted by, why are they talking like that? Or why are they doing all these weird pauses? And those little things get to me. But that said, if I'm trying to farm, you know, if I'm trying to do gathering and stuff, don't got much of a choice. Right? There is one, I guess off memory, Full Metal Alchemist, their dub, I either got used to it or I just like it, but whatever the case, I think the dubbing there is good. I guess the difference would be if I watched the if I watched the dub first, then the anime, that would probably leave an impression. So like early on, many moons ago, you know, I started watching an anime called Ranma One Half, just out of the blue. Like I was at the video store or whatever. I'm like, let's watch anime, or let's find an anime to watch. And this is when it was harder to get anime, and you didn't really know what was what. So I just did a blind buy. I'm like, ooh, this one looks cute. Let's get it. And I just got used to it. And I always bought the dub because the sub version was more expensive for some reason. Why was the subtitled version more expensive? Yeah, that's odd. Now that I think about that. Anyway. But I just got used to the way they sounded. And then when I started watching the subtitle versions, I was like, this is weird. They sound so different. What the fuck? You know, so there's that. Gather for 1.6 million. Oh, I think my thing wore off. Hold on. Okay, so let's do a quick look and see like how much is what. So, where this isn't going to be a great sample, but I'll just like do an eyeball of things. So, 1200, 1300, 1500, 1700, 1800, 1900, 2200, 26, math, 34, 34, 35, 38, 39, 39. I got more shit here. Good. 4. $7 or $8 grand, something like that. Super ballpark. And that's in half an hour, if it goes. If someone wants to do the math. So 7 or 8 grand in half an hour. What does that translate to in Brutosaur time? Meanwhile, file of whatever it's called, True Sites. Oh, they're way cheaper. Yeah, fuck that. I mean, the whole point of it is really just revealing shit. That's the big takeaway. Not even so much being able to have the higher perception. The perception is it's wasted on me. Just being able to see it on its own should be like enough. Where's my shit again? 'Cause I need a mailbox, buddy. All right, let's go. Sometimes you get the dub people pushing their own agenda, which can be annoying at best and destroy the series for your worse. I hear about that, and then I look at like what, and then I look what people are saying, and then I look at the reality of it. I'm like, oh, they're just making shit up. The whole thing about, oh, the dub people, they're making they have their own agenda. It's bullshit. At least, you know, once you take a more than a cursory glance at the comments, you know, that sort of commentary. Because I remember some story about that. You know, people were being accused of it, and like I think the studio or someone who was part of that production company was like, no, like they've said some stuff, but no, we're not going to. We don't let our talent dictate what's said. If they don't say what we say, or if they don't say what we tell them to, that's not going to make it to production. Yeah, because that would be kind of dumb. You know, that's like trying to say, like, you know, actors have so much clout that that they're part producers, but it's because they're part producers, and that's in the contract. And if it's not in the contract, then you can say what you want, but they're not going to do anything. Yu Yu Hakusho did a good job. Kenshin did a fair job. Wasn't fond of Kenshin. Dragon Ball's another one of those cases where it's like iconic, where it's like, oh, you know, and it was good. I should say that too. I liked the choice of talent that they had for Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. A lot of us grew up to that too, you know. I remember thinking when Dragon Ball where they put a line about the patriarchy in their cringe. I never watched that, so. And you know, there's just a lot of anime these days, too. For those who have seen anime enter the United States, once upon a time, it was rare as fuck. Now we get simulcasting and everything. It's pretty crazy. And you know, and of course, because of that, you have talent who are working like crazy on all sorts of stuff. Please, the Dark Moon and Firewater for speed. I'm not concerned about the speed though. It seems fast. Is it? How much more speed do I get from that? Out of the speed that I currently have. I'm paying for that. What? Increase your deathness by 15 your size for 1 hour. I'll try one. Alright? I'll get a taste. How about that? Oh, you know what else there is? There's a... Isn't there like a... Oh, there's like a blacksmithing thing that I could use too. It's like, yo, I'm gathering on a budget, man. Alright, let's see how this feels. Okay, that felt like nothing. Okay, this doesn't count because this sucks. Gathering this one just sucks. And it's not like 300 gold is a lot in the grand scheme of it. You know, people will say it adds up, Saul. Okay, these aren't dangerous. Not like those damn elite wolves and shit. Alright, where's this thing? There it is. Gimme, 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 gimme. Lately been watching the sub first because dubbed is always made later in current season stuff. Token is 260 right now. For DBZ, for some reason, the US dub is best to me. My native German seems to be, yeah, like, I guess there's that too. You know, for folks who are cool with like, who are cool with like multiple languages and stuff. And then you got choices. You got more choices. What makes it tough though is like, some anime will have, they'll use certain jokes that are like cultural, and they just don't land when you hear them in English. It sounds weird because and then whoever's doing the dub, like sometimes they'll need to adapt that or just turn it into something else entirely, and then that kind of removes it too, and that's kind of weird. You probably get 25k an hour in EU on average, which comes out to about 85 hours of farming for me, 2 million gold after auction house cut. You also need, but then your folks also need more gold, so like you kind of sort of just multiply the US realm economy by a factor of something, and then you get kind of a close equivalent to how it is over in the EU. That's fair. Resources over in the EU, they're definitely more expensive there than here. Look at this delicious donut. Donut. Heard good dub stuff in Futurama and Deadpool movies where the culture-specific jokes get changed into something that actually works in their dubs. Not to say that some dub writers are lazy or aren't lazy. But there are folks who are very purist too. It's like, ooh, they better do it like word for word or else. For me, that doesn't quite work because I don't pay enough attention to that sort of stuff. But when it just doesn't make sense, then, you know, even someone who doesn't pay that much attention will be like, okay, that came off kind of weird, or that sounds odd. A true purist watches this in Japanese. I don't consider it purist. It just feels... maybe it's just a feeling that I don't want to describe in words, but it just feels better. Oh, was I supposed to catch? I was supposed to catch that. Whoops. My bad. Okay, so let me use some of these things. So I haven't been using knowledge stuff. These will help. No null stones though. Oh wait, no, I don't want to use it. Oh, really? It doesn't even stop the cast when I move. That's lame. Oh well. Yeah, so I was doing this. And here I was doing this. Cool. The gathering continues. Yeah, so far the Firewater, I'm not feeling it. I miss a roulette? Okay, we're doing a roulette. I definitely need to add a sound effect for the roulette. Alright, so it's just my Dirty Hunter, but... Ooh. Looks just as bad as how it looked before. I don't have enough gold for it. Damn it. I don't have the gold for it. Well, that's sad song. Alright. Leave it to only my rich characters who can even afford to do a roulette. Sheesh. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I guess don't bother too much with asking for a roulette because I can't even freaking afford it. Yeah, I moved the gold on this character off for the purpose of, you know, later on I'm gonna want to do a count of like what I sell and what I get from it and everything. and then we'll see what we end up with. But I think I decided, well, okay, I'm probably not going to try and sell the stuff right now. I'll just do like a count later. Someone mentioned an add-on of, oh, no, I know what those add-ons are. There's like add-ons where you can like, quote, start a session, and then as you gather and get stuff, it'll determine the value based on auction house value, vendor value, and then at the end of the session, you can just kind of look and see like how much you earned that, you know, during that playtime and all that. That would have been a cool tool to use. But I'll just eyeball it from now. I've corrupted that kind of test. Aldorn likes the good stuff like Lulu Drop, Orbitant, and Acherite. Orbitant's good too? Oh, Acherite sucks, though. That's one of the reasons why I'm mostly up here, because Acherite is just lame. But then again, Acherite appears up here now too. And I think before it didn't. Transmog officially the biggest gold sinking game right now. It's disgusting. I'm probably gonna make that a big talking point in the weekly, in the upcoming weekly, because it's expensive. You know, like I can write a narrative. So think of this narrative, folks. Lately, in War Within, we've been getting tons of transmog. You know, ever since the trading post became a thing. You know, transmog has been celebrated. It's, you know, we're getting these ensembles, we're getting these outfits, we're getting these individual pieces, and yada, yada, yada. But at the same time, transmog has been getting, like, steadily more and more expensive as item level goes up, because that's how it works. Transmog is tied to the item level of the thing that you are, that you're transmogging. The exception would be like heirloom gear. That's kind of a weird spot. And transmog for that is just like a gold or so. But the fact of the matter is the costs have just been has been getting higher and higher. And what I don't want to see, and what I'm afraid of seeing, is this world where, you know, we're getting more stuff, but it's costing more to like change into these things. And it just kind of feels like we're being taxed to enjoy our stuff. Like, you know, we don't pay money to change our clothes, to change our outfits. But of course, this, you know, it's different. This is transmog, and so I do understand there being a little bit of friction to it. I just feel very strongly that there ought to just be a cap to it. You know, cap the cost of transmog to a certain point that's like reasonable. And that's probably going to get people who really like transmog to feel the freedom to change their outfits more often. For people who don't care, they're not going to care anyway. It doesn't matter. It wouldn't even matter if it's free. So I wouldn't say make transmog free. But I'd say if we cap it somehow, cool. And I want to use that as a jumping off point. I don't want to go into like, hey, we need to have glamour plates and this is how it would work. It's going to be like this. You know, I don't want to get into that. I just want to start off with, let's cap the cost. Because it's, you know, it feels ridiculous that the cost of transmog needs to go up. Don't need to. I'll look at chat. I just gotta make sure I don't get blown up. Yay! I lived. Get the Weaver buff though, 30% faster gathering and crafting if the rep is there. Oh yeah, I remember that one. That one's cool. But I don't have that right now. Yeah, I was definitely using that buff when I was doing all of my scrapping. Oh man, I still have a lot to go too. But there was a lot, and that helped a ton because I was doing thousands and thousands of casts. I was only half serious, but they could at least lower the price for transmogging a bit at this point. I think they should just cap it. I like to see just slots being mogged instead of gear. People change it often enough that it's still a gold sink. I'm kind of a supporter of that too. Transmogging the slots as opposed to the gear. The only small issue that I'd have with it. The small issue is that if you transmog slots instead of gear, even when people put on gear, you're not gonna see what you got really, unless you do like a control click or whatever. And I guess I wouldn't mind seeing what the gear is at first, because then you'll just otherwise forget about it. Maybe. But if they do go that route, I ain't gonna complain. I'm like, alright, that's cool. I'll take it. I think I'm most fond of the idea of glamour plates, though. I don't think I want to go as far as describing that in a video, because that's gonna kind of going into ideas would derail the conversation. I just want to stick people to the whole, they're too high. The costs are too high, and they should be capped somehow. Let people think of their own ideas, instead of me distracting them with mine. But yeah, I'll talk to you folks about it though. Glamour plates are like templates. And you can pay to set up your template. But once you have that template set up, it doesn't cost anything for you to change all of your transmog into like a number of templates. And that's all that is. So you go to your NPC person or whoever, set up your templates. Once that's done, you'll be able to just kind of do a click, change your outfit on the fly. You don't need an NPC for it. It doesn't cost anything. Like, that's it. But maybe they can, but if Blizzard really wanted to, they could do something like, oh, okay, so we'll, you'll start off with like as many glamour plates as there currently are, the preset stuff, but you can buy more with gold or something like that. And then people can have more outfits. Sure. Leyline. Yeah, Bismuth is still like still good. Yay. My POV on it is I've been using the AQ set of my shaman since Legion. You're still stuck on that, huh? Care a little about the price, but since I don't change transmog all often, but I agree the price is kind of nuts right now. Yeah, like I with all the transmog that I'm trying to kind of pre-write what I'll put into the script, but with all the transmog that they're adding, Blizzard should give more opportunities for people to enjoy it and actually put this stuff on. Not to say that gold is, super difficult to make. I'm gathering and I'm making many, many transmogs worth of gold. But I don't think it needs to keep increasing like this. And I do think it should be lower than what it is right now. 1,000 feels, for a full outfit change, is odd. It's one thing to like repair your gear, apply upgrades and things like that, gems, enchants, and all that. But transmog is catching up. It's like, yo, Blizzard, I don't know. Fewer deterrents. Yeah. Try and mog everything invisible, it's free. Brilliant. Oh, the thing despawned. No. Sad. Your Dorn spot for gatherings is the northeast coast with the 3 islands, the Aerothor Spear, and the Nubian area northeast of Dorn Isle. Ah! Oh, it disappeared. Monstrous. Yeah, that's never a good feeling either. Yeah, if the gathering notes are too close together, it's harder to read chat. And I like reading chat. Presenting individuality through scars, paints, and tattoos. Clever. Oh, I'd love to get more customization too. I'll mind that one bit. Yeah, shame we don't have things like that. More scars, more tattoos, stuff like that. It would make some it would make some transmog feel funny, right? I mean, we kind of have that now where it's like you have people who will have like a blind eye. One eye's blind, the other is not, or both eyes are blind, but then they put on a helmet where both eyes glow. And it's like, it would be a cool bit of attention to detail if, depending on your eye color, or depending on if one eye is active or whatever, that it will alter that appearance a little bit. Like, it feels like it would make sense. But oh well. Okay, here's my chance to actually do an overcharge thing. Is it this one? I think that was a Dragonflight one, you idiot. Okay, here's my second chance. Where is it? Like, let's do the right one, okay? I think it's under powers. Okay, so it's not overload. Oh no, it's empowered deposit. Okay, empowered deposit. And what's the other one? Yeah. Huh? Dragon Isles, Dragon Isles. Don't I have like the other one? It's herbs. What do you mean herbs? Yeah, I thought it was just like there. Okay. Oh, that one did work. Oh, so I did do the right one. Whew. Oh, shit. We're still good though. We made it. Okay, so I did have the right button there. So overload, empowered. Okay, so they're there. The correct buttons are on my bars. Sweet. Oh, that was funny. I put 35 points in gathering because it was supposed to let me gather mounted. It didn't. Why? 35? Is 35 enough? So for... Yeah, so for botany you need 40 points. And for mining, you need 60. Yeah, so you don't have enough. Oh, it disappeared. What? How dare you? Oh, God. They're all disappearing before my eyes. But not the good old trusty, not very worth it Acherite. Yeah, I think Halifal. Shoot, what did Halifal have? Um, I think it was Blessing Blossom or Arathor's Spear, and I think that's worth good gold too. Where's this one? Damn it. See, just like everyone else, I also experienced the disappearing node trick. Yeah, it's a sucky thing about not having personal nodes for just you, right? It sucks, but at the same time, I I know that part of the reason why they still do this is so it doesn't feel like you're like that disconnected from the world. It sounds like a dumb reason, but I remember gathering in Final Fantasy 14. It was dull as fuck. I'm glad that they had like their like the little interactions to make gathering a bit more fun, because otherwise, if you were gathering, you're playing you. It's like turning on single player mode in that game. You don't do anything with people when you're gathering, and I always found that like really weird. Someone told me if they're disappearing, go backwards on your gathering route. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, because then people are going on like some other route. I guess one thing to also think about is like the people who are using those add-ons that determine routes. You're not the only one. So how, what's the likelihood of you being on the same route as someone else? But also, does it cancel itself out because you're taking this most efficient route? Or what if you're lucky enough to be in front? You know, so it's a give and take. Oh no, run. Yeah, this thing with enemies kind of sucks. Get aggro, pets. Ah. Okay, what else? There's a ferment where you and 100 others have the resources to build a ward for player housing. I remember that. That's, you know, because I started playing 14 late. That's where I ended up doing most of my leveling and stuff, which was kind of cool because you had all these people that were like kind of like working at it and doing their combos and stuff at the same time. But it still felt dull because it's just like it was like watching NPCs do it. Node spawn rates adjust to player populations. Yeah, well, people would still love a lot more. That's for sure. Spear is huge. Let's see how huge right now. Arathor's Spear. $1.50. Not bad. Not bad. I don't have any, right? Oh no, I have been getting some. I got one so far. Yep, not very common up here in Dorne. Alright, Peter, take care, dude. Oh, that one got stolen too. No. So as you might have noticed, I don't really do Halloween. It's not really my gig. Not into carving pumpkins or trick or treating and stuff. I used to, like, you know, when I was young, just like a bunch of other kids, you know, would trick or treat. But there were two incidences where that just kind of turned me off from it. One time was when my friends and we went trick or treating. My mom gave us a ride. She was like chaperoning and stuff. And then when we were done, we'd go back to the van and it got broken into. So that kind of sucked. And then there was another time where I was going to go trick-or-treating with friends. Everyone bailed because it was raining. I'm like, you guys are bitches. Let's go get some free candy, man. And so I went, and the neighborhood that I used to go to, it was just dead. No one was doing anything. All the lights were off, and it was raining, partially because of that. And it was just so demoralizing that it just kind of like turned me off from trick-or-treating. So ever since then, I'm like, whatever. So it kind of killed the spirit for me. I was never the type to be like, oh, let's go to like a Halloween party and all that stuff. That was never a big thing for me either. Conduits no longer drop in Shadowlands raids. Oh, that's fun. That's good. Yeah, those were annoying because you couldn't sell the damn things. Yay. Check out Loot Appraiser Reloaded for this. No, it's a good idea. It's a good idea for this experiment, but I'm not a gathering kind of person. But I am familiar with that. And I'll probably make those suggestions for folks. Actually, shit. If I'm going to make that suggestion, I need to demonstrate it too. So... and I might as well go all in. So, quick chat. Give me some gathering add-ons. I think someone said Gathermate, Farm HUD, something like that. Loot Appraiser Reloaded. So what's the difference between... okay, one's newer. There's that. So let's install that one. Gathermate. Gathermate 2. And probably Gathermate 2 data. I like Farmer. What is Farmer? Farmer is up to date. That's a good sign. Displays information on all the items you're looting, reputation you're gaining, currencies you're getting and stuff. Stay with routes and farm HUD. Routes. What are routes? Routes allow you to draw lines on the maps, linking nodes together into a thing. Okay. And I think I got Loot Appraiser. Right? Okay, that was the first thing I got. Alright, let's see what happens. What do we got? And where's my music? Boom. Routes is the one where you might need to look up how to set up. Oh no. Setup. Didn't someone say it automatically worked? Okay, routes might be a turn off then. Okay, so what turned on? Okay, it's Loot Appraiser. think Gathermate showed up. Okay, no, it didn't show up. There we go. For us, you also need the routes import add-on. Christ. That's how add-ons are these days. I think the session gold making thing is something that I'm most interested in. Did I download something like that? I'm not even certain. Yeah, let me just see what happens out the box. Okay, so this is the thing that learns where shit is. Or remembers where stuff is. So this I remember, for sure. Ludo Prices should do your session gold making if you start with Law. There we go. So, new session. Okay, it started. Cool. So I'm obviously not starting from scratch, but it is 10 o'clock, so we'll see what we get in like 2 hours. That's pretty much what this is, so. So I think for the fledgling gatherer, I'm cool with getting people started off with stuff like this, just to give people a ballpark of like where they're at. It'll help them determine for themselves like just how much gold they're getting off of their habits and the things that they do. So more like a discovery for themselves and not necessarily, okay, here's what you do. You know, without taking too much of their own thinking out of it. Bought some tokens? Cool. You made all your gold making during the Great Brutosaur boom. Okay, where is this? Where is it? There it is. Okay, there's some way to AoE with this thing. I forgot what it was. How you can AoE with Dark Ranger. Can I do a thing yet? I can. Ding. Woohoo, got away with it. Mahaha. Oh, Blessing Blossom is the sucky one, isn't it? Damn it. Oh well. Not so bad. New Alt doesn't have the Flightmaster whistle. No, where do I get one? Not a toy or heirloom. Ooh, that's a good question. Where do you get the Flightmaster whistle? I think it's when you unlock world quests in Kazalgar. in Cool Tears or Zandalar. As for how to do that, I forgot. Ding. Oh, so I guess that counts like something rare and presumably valuable. You know, I haven't even gotten any null stones yet. Hey, Blizz. Hook me up, man. Legion World Quests. Oh yeah, Legion too. Well, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, and then I believe like at the time you upgraded it in BFA, but I think it also gave you a new one too if you didn't already have one. So I'm not quite sure like what's the play. I think these days like there's only really one good use of the Flight Master whistle these days, and it's whenever you use, and it's for engineers actually. Engineers who just teleport to, like, let's say Argus. My typical thing is teleport to Argus and then use the Flight Master's whistle so I can go to an actual teleport spot, and then I can get to where I want to go. But that's about it. Otherwise, I haven't really been, I don't really use it. Oh, that's deadly shit. Yeah, I think this is unfriendly. Never mind. Not gathering here. If I was like geared or something, cool. Right, how does the map look? Oh, I got cute little icons. Yeah, during the Cataclysm days though, man. Oh, it was the hunt for Whiptail. Like I lived in Oldham. I was on a strip in Oldham like for hours and hours and hours. Sometimes I would go down to Vashir as well, do a round, because hardly anyone went there, and so that was like easy gold. You know, remember, this is the days before cross realm sharding and stuff like that. So, and on my server, it was at the time my server was like starting to die out. Like it wasn't doing so hot. Yeah, because when Mists came out, that's when we left. Or that's when I had my guild relocate to Bleeding Hollow, which is where we've been since. Overall, the profession changes in Dragonflight are amazing, but the barrier to entry making gold compared to rising costs do make it harder to make a gold. I want to disagree, but I don't have a good point of view. Like, I think like anything, it's like you snooze, you lose. Whether it was professions in the past or now. Because I kind of recall, like, the play at the time, before Dragonflight, was you made stuff and you just hoped it sold. That was the thing. You know, you were hedging your bets on, like, a certain thing, and you just made a bunch of them, and then you were hoping that it would, like, go good based on trends or what the websites or what the YouTube person tells you. And it'd be kind of a hit or miss. And at the same, and the byproduct of that would be just a bunch of crap that no one wants anymore. And so you just end up like vendoring it or whatever. You know, these days it's kind of like a pay for production, a buy to order sort of thing, where fewer materials are wasted. Because you're only making things that people want and when they want them. because otherwise you felt like you would be like wasting money. I think what people fall, what I noticed in Dragonflight, and to a certain extent in War Within, it didn't seem as bad in War Within, but definitely in Dragonflight, people had no idea what they were doing, and they were just blowing gold, tons and tons of. I got a power level. I gotta get to 100 quick, because then that's how to win. Because that used to be how to win. Because that's what you got. That's what's got you like all the high level recipes and stuff like that. But in today's gathering, or I'm sorry, in today's crafting, getting to 100 is just one step. That's one factor that plays into your mastery of things. It's, and thankfully in War Within, it's gotten a lot more accessible. Lots of folks, including me, gave lots of feedback as to like, okay, it's a little bit hard to max out here because of this and this and this, and it's way more forgiving than it was in Dragonflight. But yeah, back then, oh man, people were they were buying WoW tokens just so they can get the gold, so they could buy the material, so they can level, and then they didn't get anywhere because they realized, oh shit, this is just one part of it. Now I gotta be on and engaged with whatever, so I can get whatever skill points that I can, and I need to make like the right choices. And when people were making those choices, they only looked at what the YouTube person said to them or what the guide told them, and they didn't really like think to themselves, how is my market looking? Is my market going to be good for like these sorts of consumables? Is it going to be good for can I sell lots of shields here? Can I sell lots of gear here on a low pop realm? And that's one of the big flaws. Well, maybe not. I guess I'll call it a flaw. One of the big flaws of crafting these days is that it really does depend on your server. Your server economy determines how well certain markets will do. And if you choose poorly, then you're gonna end up making a lot of stuff that nobody wants locally. That sucks. We should go back to the WoD garrison. That'll do it. That'll fix it. Give everyone more gold. Then no one needs gold. Brilliant. Ah, no, let me mine it. Oh, thank God you let me finish. And I got 5 bismuth out of it. Sweet. Professions mirror the king game as a whole now. Max levels where end game starts. Oh, I disagree with that too. Like I said, getting max skill is just one part of it. I have alchemists that are doing just fine, or I had crafters that were doing just fine. They had like 50 skill level. It wasn't shit. Now this is a War Within improvement, right? Not exactly a Dragonflight thing, but an improvement with War Within. Concentration made everything way better. Oh, thank God. Thank fuck for concentration. It makes average crafters be able to make good stuff, but on like, daily cooldowns and stuff. Whereas skilled crafters, they can just do the same thing that unskilled crafters can do. They can just do it on a more consistent basis. They specialize, so they can't do everything. But that improved things like a shit ton. But yeah, like I would just get onto my alloy crafter. I'd get a handful of bismuth. I would use my concentration to make rank 3 core alloy, and I'd make 300% profit off of it every couple of days. And that would translate to it was like 10k, something like that, every couple of days. But that's just like a few clicks. So it's like doing a really awesome quest on your character real quick. And it did not take a very big investment at all to get there. Didn't need crazy tools, didn't need nothing really. I just used the concentration that I had. I think recently they got to skill level 100. Like, yay. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that's not the good one. I think. There we go. Oh yeah. Right here. Oh no. Getting to 100 is so easy compared to Dragonfly. Oh yeah. Yeah, and it is easier. Yeah, big crafting community was given. We were bitching a lot over it. Or I remember I was giving lots of updates as to like, okay, here's the state of it so far, guys. Here's how it looks. And some people were like, oh hell no. You know, we can only get like this far and then we're hard stuck. That sucks. But now it's like, you know, depending on the profession, you can get to 100 off of like a level 20 recipe. It's wasteful to do that. I don't recommend doing it. Because just like in old school crafting, you were just making a bunch of stuff just to throw it away because it had no value really. But it was that easy for people that wanted to do that. There it is. I'm like, where's this thing? Here we go. Here's the other thing. Warlords, I love the little Transmute Alchemists and a Forgeron made fortune with the steel. It was I forgot what it was called. But I don't know, titanium was big. Making titanium bars and all that, or no, there was another name. There's another one. I forgot the name, but I know what you're talking about. Rank 3 Sanctified Alloy hardly makes money anymore. Yeah, because aside from the rare material, I mean, that's where it was. That's where the money was. It wasn't really with the alloy itself. It was just the material that you made from it. So I've been sticking to just core alloy. It's easy. People like it. And because it's the more common material, it's more likely to go. I know Sanctified Alloy is an endpoint thing. Yeah, well. Titan Steel, there we go. That's what it was called. Yeah, I knew there was something to it. What? Gloomfathom is 400 something? Shut up. Hold on. What the fuck? The 600? Damn. I remember early War Within, it was like 30 gold. It's, yeah, for those who've really kept track, and I did not really keep track, there's just some things that I remember. Like, some materials were just like dirt cheap for a while. I think the biggest win for me, though, it was when people were gathering so much cloth early on that people just didn't know what to do with it, and the price tanked before people knew what to really do with it. And so I bought a shitload of cloth. I'm like, I'm gonna buy fucking these bolts or whatever for like, I think they're like I think they cost like silver. And I bought as much as I could. And I turned all that stuff later on into enchanting materials. And I didn't sell them, like the blue enchanting materials, but I never sold them. And so when Blizzard was like, hey, we're gonna let you break down blue shards into dust, I'm like, fuck yeah. Like, the price skyrocketed. I sold all those. Oh, it was good. I think I made like $1 million some off of that. No, I think it was more than that. But yeah, it was good. It's one of the 4 conversion things to tinderbox. Yeah, which is odd because I figure that you're not gonna take 3 of those things and turn it into a tinderbox because that's what like the math there doesn't sound right. So like, let me see. So right now it's gone up. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good because it was like way lower for a while, I think. Yeah, they took the cheap ones and you can now buy a ton of 10 boxes with those if you stop calling them filthy profit. Yeah, it was good. So I had some materials, but not too much. Yeah, despite some of the volatility with the changes that they put in every now and then, I feel like so far it's only been like barely even 2 months, but I feel like the market has been more stable and lucrative for gatherers than in the past. Like once people mastered themselves, once people mastered gathering enough in Dragonflight, the prices just like tanked and they stayed down there. They just didn't get any better. Here, I think they're doing better because there's fewer rank 3 materials out there. That's helped out a lot. Probably the biggest factor. And thaumaturgists are able to turn rank 1s into rank 2s, which doesn't make a huge difference, but it makes it more sellable. It takes those rank 1s and makes them into product that moves. Sometimes more valuable product. But I think we've come to a point where certain that one thaumaturgy family, the one that was like the most lucrative, it was between bismuth, mycobloom, storm dust, and the cloth, the basic cloth, I think. Before you just did your best to convert all that stuff into enchanting mats and like, cool, you're good. But now I think with the cost of storm dust having dipped all the way down, except for the rank 3s, of course, that's changed. So for some, it might be a good idea to, as a thaumaturgist, to use your concentration to make max rank 3 stuff out of rank 1s and rank 2s. Take rank 2s and turn them into rank 3s using concentration. That's kind of, that's one possible strat, but it's not much because I think you go through a lot of concentration to do that to a point where you actually might want to go ingenuity spec for that. Because what you get from the resourcefulness, which is what thaumaturgists did at the start, it doesn't feel nearly as good. Because rank 2 materials are cheap these days too. Transmute Alchemists had to be a gnome mage to have max intelligence because it would... Oh, is that what it was? What it was before? I didn't realize that intelligence actually played a factor into it. Gathering would have lasted even longer if they didn't make nullstones and tinderboxes as common as they are now. I think I think it's still good. It's obviously not as good as it was before, but I still feel like it's a decent market. Or it's still good to gather. 21 minutes left on that thing. Okay, so... Oh, where'd the thing go? Oh no. Shit, what was it called? I didn't realize that the thing disappeared. Fuck. Not loggerhead, not gathermate. Shit, what was it called? Loot appraiser. Okay, it's still up. Yay! That would have upset me. Okay, still good. Still good. Yeah, sorry. Learning. I'm learning here. Give me a break. Radiated, we good? Okay, we good. And knockback. Thunderstorm 2.0 better not have unique transmog. I'm excited for it. Sorry, folks that didn't like Thunderstorm, but I liked it. Now, I do wonder, like, we've seen one color variant of the Plunderstorm outfit, and I think we saw the same mount. I think the mount that we saw is the same as the one we got before. In like the trading post, it was either a trading post thing or a monthly thing, I forget, but it was trading post stuff. I think we're learning slowly, you know, kind of as we go along. Stuff that we see in the shop will eventually go into the trading post. So those who just aren't interested in buying shit on the store, those who are looking to get items from gameplay modes that they're just not interested in, that just can't be trivialized, like Plunderstorm or their FOMO or whatever, they'll show up at the store. You know, so it's a question of whether we have the patience for it. Because yeah, I don't buy everything on the store. Like, some things I just don't want, or I'm like, okay, this is cool, but it's not that cool. Like, I almost made, like, I made that mistake once, and then I refunded, like, something that I bought from someone. You know what? I'm just going to wait until it shows up on the trading post. And it did, because it said it would. But I didn't buy it anyway, because I'm like, I'll use my tender on something else. Now that I know it's here, it's going to rotate in and out. It just kind of sucks that they took out that fine print where they would say, oh, this will show up on the trading post eventually. Now they just don't say it. Poly was unique for Plunderstorm, the Crocodilus and outfit. If that was a different color, okay. Cool. Cool, not cool. Still though, it'll show up. And one of my guildmates got a war mammoth. Whoa! Yay them! Didn't play Plunderstorm Major FOMO when I see the cool transmog set. I mean, I tried to help folks out. I'm like, this is how I played it. Or, you know, I would show people, this is how I played it. I would just farm farm plunder for a few minutes, die, re-queue, do it again. And I was done. And it, you know, it was a hard grind. As in, I just kind of like went through the motions, but it wasn't hard to do. Like, I would see people talk about how, like, oh, I've been in the game for like, you know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and I hardly got any plunder, and then I just die, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm showing y'all step by step, like, where to go, what to do. And giving demonstrations, one after another. You know, trying to show people, like, okay, here's how you can do it. But I think people don't quite pay attention to it. So I'll do it again when the time comes. Yeah, like, we'll see what happens on the PTR. So now that we know Plunderstorm isn't going to be a surprise thing, like, we'll see how it looks on the PTR. We'll see what's going to be data mined and all that. And I'll cover that. I doubt I'll need to do, like, a spontaneous video today. But I'll cover it on Saturday. That might be cool. You better not hold back anymore tonight. Lost like 200k and lost one. I know, dude. Oinkido's calling me out because during our progression, I'm holding back a lot because I end up pulling off my code tank. What I'm probably gonna do, Oinky, like I might try this for a few pulls, because I want to try to, because now I do want to get more DPS out during phase 1. I'll probably take care of the feast stuff because that lets me that lets me cut loose. Yeah. And so what I'll probably do, what I'll probably do is, I don't know what happens if I try to bubble the feast. If someone already knows, for those who are familiar, Ansurek does a tank buster called Feast, where she deals damage and applies a really big healing absorb, and the healing absorb is increased further by how much damage you take from Feast, because it does a lot of initial damage. So my question is, I know that I can mitigate the damage with a hard cooldown, hard defensive, and reduce the damage that I take from Feast so that it goes down. But what if I use a full immunity? I know that I can't cancel out Feast. I'm pretty sure I checked that. But can I cancel out all the damage so that Feast will only do like the bare minimum healing absorb? I'm guessing it can. And if that's the case, then I'll double check my character and see like how fast I can attack, and see if I can do like a bubble and a bop to cancel out Feast much more easily. Because I want to say that I can. And if I can, great. Then I can go nuts, and then Grim will need to just handle the poison dot, which is really which is also a lot of damage. Like that shit can be pretty fatal too. But I do want a bit more damage, and even though my damage only does so much, I'm doing almost no damage during that phase, because I have to hold back, and that sucks. I just hope that when he does taunt, that he can hold normally, because he doesn't hold on to the boss for long. He doesn't need to hold on to the boss for long. He just taunts the boss for like a small window, and then the rest of it he deals with the dot. And again, the dot's nothing to fuck around with either. That thing hurts. I'm in the wrong part of town. Oh, damn. Where's my Skinners at? Oh, there they are. They're all there. Cool. Go them. Okay, yeah, I'm still in the bad part of town. Started war within 4 days ago because of the anniversary event. I wish they didn't cop out by changing Hand of Justice and Iron Foe proc. Oh, they changed it? Oh. I just bought one yesterday. Shit. Because last I checked, it had like a... Oh, God. It was like a 75%, 80% proc or something like that. What did they change it to? I might rip on the pull though. When I pull first, I take heavy damage. No, I can pop something for it. I'll be fine. I'll pop my 80 and I'll be okay. Because I know I take a lot of damage on the pull too. The times that I've done it. And so does Grim. That shit hurts. But no, I'll be fine. Hell, for a while now, I've had to pull with Art and Defender because I'm just getting I get blasted on the opener. Did y'all get AOTC already and just looking to claim your recluse? No, we haven't killed Ansurek yet. We're just barely handling how to work phase 1, so now we need to do the transition. So that's going to be a different challenge, but I also want to work on getting as much damage in on phase 1 as I can, because we use Lust, we get to like 40 something percent. I want to get that like a little bit lower. Ideally, if we can get to 35 without Lust. Obviously, that would be like the most ideal situation, but I don't think we have the people for that. Do I get blasted on Liquefy? It hurts, but it's nothing. Like, I just need to make sure that I have a cooldown ready for it when I get hit by it. So the problem that I'm having right now is because I have to hold back, I'm not generating and spending enough holy power to where I can always use my Ardent Defender for a Liquefy. I can't do it right now because I end up pulling off the other tank. Even when Oiki was subbing in, like it would be kind of sketch. Partially because I'm watching the team and I'm trying to master the callouts and stuff to where it's natural. And I think I've gotten to that point, so I can probably do better. But now that I have my regular co-tank with me, I got to be careful about how much holy power I generate. But yeah, the times we've gotten to intermission, I don't know if Oinky has the numbers up on his screens or whatever, but I think we were like a little over 40. And I want to do a little bit better on that. But it's getting cleaner, so we can probably start squeezing a little bit better. Actually, there's one big movement thing that I want the team to work on, and it's whenever we do that big jump, like the people with the big green circles, that movement isn't very organized right now. So I'm going to tell people what to do instead. And I think it'll make a bit cleaner of a transition when we come out of that. And then when the next Liquefy comes out, it's not going to be a big mess that people might step on, and less extra damage, less movement, hopefully. Oh yeah, it got smoother with one of the web blades being removed, so it got easier to dodge stuff, and then having to deal with one fewer of the roots, that's helped too. So that's what helped us manage that phase a little bit better. What I'll probably need to do, I'm not going to do it now, I'll do it off stream. I want to get the next buff for my, that little percentage buff or whatever. Another 2%, that'll help. Are you sure 46? I swear I saw a 43. Something like that. I mean, obviously we still have a big opportunity to do more damage and clean stuff up a little bit. The other big thing too is I still want to get the team to stand a little bit closer. Like if we can get ideally, the people who have them circles, if they can go right behind the boss but don't do any Venn diagram stuff, if the circles just kind of touch just the tip, you know what I mean? If they just touch like a little bit, and then melee are at max range, the person who's popping, they just need to pop right when the cast goes off, and then we'll be safe. Hey, Dollstone. Minus lag, you know. Yeah, if we can do that, that would be like the best, because that'll let melee do some work. Oh, and that was some rank 3 bismuth too. Nice. So good. So what I'm at right now, 37 minutes, 11k. You know. Long way. Do you have the popping weak aura? No. I don't use weak auras for combat. Weak auras are for weak people, is what I joked. It's a half joke. I don't mean to put people down who use add-ons. I use add-ons. Okay, let me use some of these. Oh, fewer than I thought. Oh, I got 12 points? Where the fuck did 12 points come from? Oh, shit. Oh, wait, no, I don't need that many. I just need that many. And then this one, is this worth anything? Mulching? No. So I guess I'll do these and then try to get the Null Lotus more often? I don't know about that. That doesn't feel great. But more perception and everything, that would be... Actually, I think I'll go for general skill. Yeah. So there's that, and then mining, I got 9 points. Cool. Let's go! So the pop-in weak aura just makes it so your circle poppers know exactly when to hit, no excuses. Does it account for distance too? That's kind of cool. Because ideally, I don't want to account for distance. I just want to say, just be right behind the boss, and then when the cast goes off, hit it. That's it. What's the going rate for the Dino auction house mounts in game? 266 times 6. That is the current math. Or when I checked like maybe an hour or two ago. Yeah, 266 times 6. Wait, okay, so what's the spec for rich nodes? Ah, that one. Oh, I could learn it. Hello. And then seams are a trap. Don't do that. Yeah, so I'll keep going with this until I get to max finesse. I guess I'll get the mounted thing too. That'll help. And then I'll go for rich deposits next. That seems to be an okay move to make. 268 now? Okay. Nice. Nice, not nice, right? Tokens cheap on EA, on NA. Well, I think most materials are a little bit more expensive on EU anyway. Not all. Some of them are pretty close. But I think most of the materials are, in fact, cheaper here. 1.6 NA, 19... Okay. Not to say that's really good, but definitely better than 5 million. That's for sure. So yeah, that's why for some people it's like, oh shit, you know, let's go. Let's try to get stuff. So 42 minutes, 11K. Yeah, let's when we get to the 1 hour mark, then we'll do a count for this kind of bum ass gathering, unoptimized, and you know, like I have a fair amount of skills. You know, because I'm seeing rank 3s and I'm getting null stones and what have you. Could be better. But of course, also a good idea would be to have an optimized route, a better race, you know, to get more stuff or more rare stuff. But of course, some people just aren't down for manual work. Ill. I'm not here to turn WoW into a job, Soul. Right? And I get that. I totally get it. I'm also like, well, we're playing an MMO, right? And it's one thing to people would argue, oh, it's an MMO, it's got to be multiplayer, it's got to you need to do group content and blah blah blah. And I never bought into that, but I do buy into the idea that if you're playing an MMO or if you're playing an RPG of this type, you're going to roleplay as certain things, and sometimes you're a bum ass gatherer if you want to make that gold. Or you're toiling away at your crafting table, producing stuff to sell. So sometimes, yeah, you're role-playing work. It sounds wild to some, but people might disagree with it. They want it to be more a video game than work, but it's like, even after 20 years, like, how should we look at this game? Or how should we approach some of these things? You also get 13 for the token instead of 15? Really? So EU gets less? So for EU, is it not 6 tokens that give you what you need? Like, how many does EU need? Still 6. Okay. As he flies around playing by himself? Well, yeah. I'm not doing... Yeah, I don't buy into leading a group. Okay, to be fair, if you farm for a token instead of working for a month with the average 40-hour work week, you can get by with 20 hours a week, about 3 hours a day of farming for a single month. And you get your mount in that month. Or you double it, and then there are other things that you might do, not just gathering, that might get you gold and all that. And also keep in mind that for some people, 6 tokens worth of gold is far more affordable than the actual money that goes into it, because some currency exchanges are just not great. Some countries have it rough. Here in the US, not as bad. Some would disagree, but I'm just gonna say it's not as bad. How well is it going? So far, almost 13,000 in 45 minutes. This is me just kind of bumming around. So, how many of y'all are like, oh my god, just watching him gather like this? Painful. I'm saying it's not worth it for the gold, but it's the huge of a time investment for anyone except the people who only have 1 hour a day to play. Yeah. I do hope that someday, that just the model, because some people just want the model. Maybe they're not going to buy this Brutosaur, but they are, like, clamoring for, like, hey, Blizz, like, I at least want a big fucking dinosaur to ride onto. At least give me that, even without the options. Because the view is pretty cool from up here. Ha ha ha, your explosives do nothing. Yeah, in some countries, like 6 tokens, the cash to buy 6 tokens is like, some people here would say, oh, that's like 3, 4 hours of work. For some people, it's like a week and a half, 2 weeks of work, and that's prohibitive. That's like choosing between groceries and stuff, and that's not cool. Have I seen the Final Fantasy 14? Well, I have seen that. Um, yeah, I remember that. I don't remember the reactions though. Like I don't like whenever Final Fantasy 14 news comes, it goes on my social media feeds. Like it's a quick flash. Like most recently, there was like something about like people who cheat on others and stuff, and like that's spilled into WoW as well. Yeah, the social media drama on WoW is, in general, in video games is just ridiculous. It's not worth paying too much attention to. Happy Halloween, Boomer. Y'all are doing anything, by the way? Any of y'all with families and stuff? You guys doing anything or going to any parties? I'm raiding tonight, so I am not. I'm probably gonna eat some of the candy that we're gonna give to the kids as usual, but then again, like the area that I live in, it's a fairly closed off area, so I don't expect there to be more than a handful of kids showing up. Like just a couple of the neighborhood kids. A few blocks away though, I think that's where like all the traffic goes. You're gonna watch Jason X and Ghost of Mars tonight. Ooh. Horror movie stuff. Probably gonna finish watching Agatha all along too. And Raid. And who's okay, who the fuck? You little buggers. Literal buggers. Alright, so I'm in a bad part of town now. I'm at 51 minutes. I paused a couple of times, but I didn't pause very much. So I think this is like this is probably a good average of what I would do. A good approximation. There we go. Gated community money? Yeah, I wouldn't call it a gated community at all. Oh, they're comedies? Oh, okay. I've seen a TikTok of a lady in, I think, Arizona who had her last line with soda bottles and her living room was nothing but candy bags. Damn. Money, what the fuck? I suck connected with kids, but not that many kids. That's crazy. Soda bottles? I'm not gonna drink nothing from someone else's house. Not on Halloween. Ew. Sometimes we'll try to be healthier, not healthier, but like I think there were a couple years where dude would be like, oh, how about we get like these like healthier fruit snacks and stuff? I'm like, fruit snacks? What about Snickers, dude? And then I'd try the fruit snacks and I'd be like, let me have another bag. And she's like, no, they're for the kids. I'm like, no, I just want more. We'll share one. How about that? She'd be like, all right, cool. So there's that. Okay, so I'm still like getting more of this catch-up stuff. That's not bad. It's not much, but I'm still not capped. I think there's a macro that will tell you. It'll tell you if you have capped out on catch-ups or not. Yay, no lettuce. Woo-hoo. In truth, I'm probably not going to sell these. I'll just do an account. What I'm probably going to do with these is take this to my thaumaturgist and see what I can do with it. I'll just take the... I'm going to take, like, the cheap shit, convert it into something else, and see if it sells for, like, better. And then maybe use concentration to, like, make rank 3s of stuff. I guess I'll probably stick with trying to make, like, rank 3 bismuth, rank 3 storm dust. I'll probably stick with that family still and see if I can get, like, the best things and all that. Otherwise, it's like, if I just take rank 2 of some of these materials, use my concentration. Yeah, I probably will go ingenuity spec at this rate. Ill. Now I need to find, like, ingenuity finishing reagents to become, like, the best thaumaturgist. Blah. There's a weaker for this kid. Oh, I imagine, yeah. A weaker or a macro or something like that. You see blue DPSing as a pally? Nice. I grew up in a country that didn't celebrate Halloween, which I think is majority of the world. But I experienced it first year, I was like, yay. Second year, I was like, damn, kids, get a job. Is it because you see the older kids coming in getting free shit? Yeah. Yeah, thankfully we're in a good part of town where you don't have to worry about kids being rowdy and stuff. But yeah, when that happened, this happened, you know, when I was pretty young too. I think I was like maybe like 10 when that happened. Yeah, my mom was upset. She was crying and everything, and, you know, I get it. It's like, dude, we're just trying to do some fun stuff with, like, the neighborhood kids. We all go out, have a good time, come back. Car gets busted open. Sucks. It was crowded, too. You know, it was one of those really busy neighborhoods and all that. Real question, should I convert all my gathered stuff into 2 or 3 stars? I'd say look at the math for it, you know, because some of them, they really do kind of convert like that. But big maybe. Big maybe. I mean, I'd say it's not worth converting 1s into 2s and then 2s into 3s. That's not a good idea. But I guess one idea would be, if you have a thaumaturgist who's decent at their work, turn rank 1s into rank 2s, and then turn those rank 2s into rank 3s and see if the math works out. For bismuth, it might work out. So, like, okay, I'm not going to stop yet. I at least want to wait until I'm finished with this. So I'm at 50. I just broke 15K. Hey guys, make 15K an hour doing this. 15K, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, could be better, could have been worse. This is definitely the most gathering that I've done in the past month and something, though. But it's cool, it's a vibe. It's very chill. Oh no, I'm alive. Yay. I thought that getting knocked back into that wall, I thought that would have saved me. The game is like, nope. Yeah, I'd say a good chunk of my money has been just sitting in trade chat and just watching for people asking for stuff. Like yesterday was nuts. One person was like, "Hey, can I get something made?" And then all of a sudden, that same person had me make like 3 or 4 things, and then another person came by. Same thing. They wanted multiple stuff made. I happened to be both a blacksmith and engineer, so I was just pumping stuff out for a couple grand each, and easily made about 50, 60 grand in like 10 minutes or so. I'm like, dude, sweet. That wasn't bad. So like that's the bread and butter of a good chunk of my gold making. Apart from flipping stuff, which I do like early on, and then I kind of coast because I stopped keeping track of those sorts of trends. I just happened to get lucky with some of the early investments I made. I think all of the refining of materials, I think it uses like it's a ratio of 5 to 1, right? I think it's something like that. So I would advise just taking a look at the math, and if it looks worth it, cool. But I think a lot of gatherers are doing the same thing. If they see a greater profit from rank 2s versus rank 3s, then they'll convert, and the price will quickly regulate itself to where it doesn't feel like you're going to make any profit out of it, and that kind of sucks. So you just want to keep an eye out. Alright, I think that makes for the last gather. So boom, I'm at 1 hour. I made about 17 grand. Cool. Not bad. 5 to 1 seems too rough. Maybe. So like, let's take a quick look. With bismuth. Okay, it's less than I thought. I think this thing's counting. I think the prices of these are like off. So let me see, where does it show some bismuth here? Okay, no, it seems about accurate. 2 bismuth for 243, something like that. So the estimation here might be a little bit lower, but or if anything, it's just not accurate. So like, so let's just do a quick glance. So 1,000, 6,000, 7,000, 10,000 something, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so it's more. so so there's more here. Yeah, I'm just ballparking it. Obviously, I'm just ballparking it real quick. And then there's other stuff here too. So like, there's like some crystalline powder. There's the ley line, which is like 5K. That's a little bit more. A little bit more. Any actual null stones? 1 full null stone. Woo! So that's not bad. Yeah. Kind of happy with this. So let's pretend. Let's pretend 20 grand. Right? 20 grand an hour. Is that good? It's not bad. You know? I would say that, like, if I'm sitting in trade chat and I'm like doing other stuff and I'm just kind of keeping an ear open for when sales are coming out, 20 grand an hour is, not bad. Loot Appraiser uses your last cache data from TSM scan. So can I refresh my TSM data and then this will be fine? Because I don't even know how to do that. I thought I just like automatically did it. So let's see. What did some people say? 1.8 million? Let's go with that. So 1.8 million divided by, I think it was what, 20,000? I'll just go with that. That means 90 hours of farming. So if we were to, how much time do we have? 2 months, 60 days. Let's pretend 60 days. If you have an hour or so a day, hour and a half, something like that. You don't think it'll update the existing session? Ah, well, it's all right. So taking an hour a day, that's kind of a lot. Some people don't have an hour a day to do all that, but some people will also have like 2 or 3 hours in a given, you know, on a certain day of the week or so. And for some people, this isn't the only thing that they do. Not to say this is like a guarantee, but there's your path, and you can decide to walk it or not. Knowing how would I spend 90 hours farming for that amount? Well, that's the thing though. A lot of people will look at that and they'll say 90 hours as if you're gonna sit down for 90 hours and not sleep and barely eat and not talk to your family or go to work or whatever. And that's to me, that's, people will let themselves fall into like this cynical trap of, oh my god, 90 hours, what? And that's why sometimes you'll see people say, oh, for only an hour a day, you'll be able to do this. You know, for only one thing of exercise per day, you'll get these results. You know, they'll try to paint it in a different way that sounds better in my opinion because it's more digestible. Saying 90 hours is like, what? What the fuck? So yeah, if you can farm for like an hour a day, and maybe you can't, so now what can I do with this stuff? First, yeah, my warbank thing is all busted. Yeah, I'm not going to sell anything. I'm probably going to process this and turn this into other stuff. Yeah, it's 90 hours over like, well, more like 2 months, because we're at the end of this month. The Brutosaur is going to be around for, you know, until January something or other. So we have about 2 months. I just rounded down to 60 days. So that's where I got the 1.5 from. Now, of course, money-wise, this was 20 grand. Where else can you get gold in this game? Between world quests, between the shit that'll randomly drop, other things that you'll sell in the auction house while doing your weekly routines. How much gold do you get from that stuff? All I did was gather. That's it. And I got that. But there are other facets to, you know, there are plenty of facets to gold making in a while. Justify for $90, it's $90 is $1 an hour. Again, yeah, when you paint it in the worst light, yeah, that's gonna seem bad. Of course. But like when we look at it like that, then you might as well just tell someone, oh yeah, just go ahead and Looking for a blacksmith for an Algari staff. I don't think blacksmiths can make staves. Yeah, when you paint it that way, then you're pretty much telling someone, yeah, just go ahead and spend the, just go ahead and spend real money for it. But that's not really the point, right? Okay, so off that stuff goes. Bye. That was a fun little experiment, though. Yeah, gold world quests are decent money. Gathering while you're flying from one spot to another. Let's see, are there any straight gold quests here? So like 1,000 there, 1,000 there, 1,000 there. You know. In the meantime, grabbing stuff as you go. Maybe getting a rare item. Maybe getting a tinderbox. Hey. Why would anyone value their time while playing a game? Okay. So I wanted to get on my shit. Thaumaturgist. There we go. Did the guild come through? I think I just need an alchemy hat. I got the robe, but I just need the hat. And then I'll have like full power thaumaturgy. Grrr. Got the Brutosaur mount last night. I was finally able to get WoW tokens. Just had over 2 million just sitting there. Yeah, if you play the game a certain way, you'd be surprised. Gold just like lands on your feet. You just need to snatch it. But yeah, I know I play more than the average person. So you need a guild suggestion. Looking for an Emerald Dream, but I can't find one. Why just... Oh, someone came through. Yeah. Thank you to Light Fallen. Cool. So now... I have Perfect Alchemy. On a Blood Elf. Mind you. So you can kind of see here... with my Thaumaturgy, I have exactly enough... exactly enough to take like a rank 1 material, like Blessing Blossom here, and then randomly turn it into a rank 2 something or other. So, or at the same time, I can take, let's say, what rank 2 shit do I have here that I could use? Rank 2 Micro Boom. So I could take some of these. And, oh, that sucks. I get 3 charges. So I get at most 3 charges. And get a chance to turn these into, like, rank 3, what's it called? Storm Dust or whatever. So let's pretend. All right, let's pretend. How much is this Micro Boom worth? Let me double check the auction house, actually. Rank 3 Micro Bloom is... Oh, rank 1 Micro Bloom is... Sorry, rank 2 is 14 gold. Okay? So 14 times 20 is... let's round up. 300 gold per cast. Right? So I'm going to spend 900 gold. Ish. For these 3 casts, and let's see what I get from it. I don't have anything in my inventory yet, so I'll be able to see exactly what it is I end up with. So let's go. Okay, so... And that's it. Those are my casts. So that was 3 casts. 900 gold. And I have 20 bismuth. That goes for Oh, you can't see it because my shit can't move. 2100, so I profit immediately. I only got six rank 3 storm dust. That kind of blows. That's 812. So I made, that's 3,000 gold, and that's still like 3,000 gold, whatever. No one cares. So I made triple the profit off of my concentration. Now, obviously, the investment to get here is extreme. I had to learn like just about everything there is in not there. Learn everything there is to learn in thaumaturgy, but I got it, which is like, hey, that's cool. So I think that's why I think I want to change my tool to ingenuity going forward, or at least, or maybe I'll just have another tool. Yeah, maybe I'll just make a second tool for ingenuity and then just keep the one for resourcefulness. So I'll have like one thing where I turn rank 1s into rank 2s, and I'll have another where I use my concentration on stuff because I don't really need to use it on anything anymore except for crafting orders, maybe. That's about it. Are we not raiding Tuesday? Why wouldn't we raid Tuesday? Tuesday's election day, but I imagine that we're gonna show up. Oh, then again, wait, Tuesday is a time walking week too, right? TBC. I think that'll depend. I think depending on how we do on Onsurek, I think I might not care too much because we get like what, one hero piece of gear out of that. Yeah, I think I want to keep the iron hot and keep going with Onsurek Tuesday. Probably. I can see your point about a seeming incoherence about valuing one's time and still spend it playing a game. Yeah, it's a very first world problem that we have. We want to make good use of our unproductive time, or we want to be the most productive we can be in our video game, something like that. Ew, time walking. Yeah, I'm leaning away from it because we're at the end of the tier. If it was progression, different, right? When it made sense. Now makes less sense. Except for alts, So maybe on a Wednesday I would do it, but not on a normal raid day. Okay, so I got points. I can use it on shit at least. Yeah, but I don't think I can... Since I used up all my concentration, I don't think I can do my crafting orders. Haha, brilliant. Yeah, good going, Soul. You can't get anything. No knowledge points for you. Actually, no, I can... I guess the thing to do now would be to get skills here so I can at least make rank 2 stuff. So I can at least level up. I guess I'll do that as opposed to transmutation, which I'm not really caring too much about. Yeah, I'll do that. So, potions, let's go. Because that'll give me 2 points each? Yeah, 2 points each. Okay, what does that get me? Oh god, I'm so close. I need 5 points. Oh, that's tragic. And then these other rank 2s, I don't... Oh, these are flasks too. Never mind. Yeah, I'm going to be pretty far off from making these. Unless I use good shit, which I'm not going to do. No way. And can I post stuff in the auction house from the war bank? I don't think I've ever really... Of course I can't. Idiot. But I will sell these. Yeah, I never really need rank 3 stuff for anything these days. Oh, that's right, this guy dragon rides. Were there any other rank 3 materials that I can get rid of? Let's see. Got a lot of garbage in here, so. Some of that stuff. Yeah, just the bismuth, really. Everything else can stay. And off that goes. Alright, what else can I make? Let's see. Let's make some money. Or no, I'm not making money off this. Let's up some skills, right? Alright, let's see. Any news since I wasn't paying too much attention? No news from the WoW side of things. Oh yeah, Veilguard's out. That's right. Yeah, we'll see if I get around to it someday. All right, there's new guest relation stuff. Cool. Yeah, I'm still gonna wait until it's all done. Then I'll do like one big guide and like that's it. Yeah, cool. I'll try to do that stuff later. For now, though. Money, 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 money. So it didn't sound like a lot of people had plans for Halloween, huh? You're all like me. Oh wow, there's a ton of shit I don't have for this. Okay, wait. Good shit. What's this? This is a helmets. Okay. Oh, that's easy to make. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, I need 11 gears. Cool. Oh. And I got some material. That's rare. I hardly get any resourcefulness procs off engineering. I'm kind of surprised. Ooh, this I need a lot of. Ooh, that's not nearly as attractive. Okay, what about the rest of these? So, Glimmer. Fuck yeah. Easy. Easy acuity. Oh, not that easy. No. 3 entropy enhancers. Maybe I'll hold on to that for now. I got a week. Hell yeah. Some of these not so much. So this is a 10. Okay, that's easy. And at some point, my main here, I'm going to need to start just kind of blowing my concentration on stuff. Now that I kind of can easily make things. Okay, how many entropy enhancers can I make? Oh, okay. I thought that was hard to make. Never mind. Yeah, I'll just make some of this stuff now. So I need... 8 bolts, 3 gears, 3 enhancers. 8 bolts, 3 gears, 3 enhancers. One. Oh, you're saying that earlier. Okay. I have the hat. 3 wiring. Do you think crafting will get an update? People are out gearing 619s. What do you mean by an update? Because I mean, you can make 630 somethings with crafting. Yeah, I think it's crafting 636 and then max on level 639. Yeah, because I've been making mythic shit for people. So I'm not sure what improvement you're referring to. 1 enhancer, 3 gears. Yeah, 636 is the max, and that's cool. I'm good with that. 3 item level difference between that and the best stuff. It's all good. I don't think that's anything to sweat over too much. But that's me though. So I'd say the people that are really like, I think the people who are mostly making mythic stuff are people who play at the top end anyway. You know, mythic raiders, people who do +8s and higher. You know, let them have the gear. What sucks though, I'm not fond of it taking 90 crests in order to craft that gear. That sucks. That's a lot. Cool. And is that everything that I want to make? Because I need 6 charged alloy. Oh, and decorative lens. Oh, that stuff sucks. That stuff's kind of a grip. That's just like 600-700 gold or something like that for the 2 that I need. Nah. All right. Oh my god. Okay, they're all doable. Kind of. Let's make a couple of these. But it's pretty fair. You're talking about the item level cap? Oh no, you're talking about the crest cost. Well, 90 feels inconsistent. That's all. Because before, in Dragonflight it was 60. So, what makes it 90? Does it have something to do with the higher ranks that are possible now? Maybe that's it? Because of the increased track, okay. Yeah, okay. I don't have a flimsy, or I have a very flimsy argument. Okay, framework, let's go. Oh, he wants a rank 2. I guess I've never really made frameworks on this character. Can I make that? No. Can I make something good? Repair hammer. Okay, that's very generous. 2 points for a repair hammer. Got it. And a chest plate, also extremely forgiving. Yeah, some of these are like cake. If it was 60, it would be 60, and that wouldn't feel good. I mean, yeah, under that, like, I wouldn't want the cap to be that low. That really threatens the viability of crafted gear. Like, hella people were railing on it when we first, when we first saw that. But I was trying to, I was trying to calm people down, being like, "Yo, dudes, my dudes, y'all got to realize that we've done this every time, or we've done this with every patch ever since the upgrade system became a thing. We look at the new item levels. Crafted gear is like further behind because of some change, and then people rage at it, and then Blizzard comes back to say, "Oh, that these aren't final. You know what you're seeing here. You should expect this. Don't, don't worry about it." And then people are like, "Yeah, we did it. Our feedback worked." I'm like, "No, okay, sure, whatever. Whatever makes you feel better. Take credit." But yeah, crafted gear has been pretty up there. It's just that with this season, now Mythic Plus is even with raids, which I think is, I think that's overall good. It's good, but then, but people were pissed about it too a little bit because they were like, "Oh my god, now I need to get like that many more crests, Blizz. How dare you? Give us more opportunity for a high item level. Grr, we're so mad." I'm like, "All right, I guess if you wanna feel like that." I found it kind of weird, so okay. So I'm gonna make Iron Claw, right? That's what I saw, because I want them 2 points, baby. Yeah, 5 Iron Claw alloy. Oh, no one's asking for work either. Yesterday was like weird then. I wasn't fulfilling orders fast enough, almost. Alright, that's 2 more points. What else we got? 1 flicker. Ugh, I need 11 more Iron Claw? Fuck, man. Do I have... Okay, if I can proc an 11th one, then I deserve it. Actually, no. I think I got a... yeah. If I get a multi-craft thing, cool. My multi-craft percentage is 3. That's pathetic. Let's see what happens. Will I deserve it? Riceland, hey, thank you. Thank you very much for gifting. Appreciate it.
Brutosaur.
Oh, we got nothing. I'm missing 1 core alloy. Okay, that's fine, I guess. As long as I just need 1, it's cool. Oh, and that I got a multi-craft. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Iron Claw's not that expensive to make anyway. Okay, so I'm going to get 1 flicker. Oh, that was 5. Oh, thank you, Riceland. Oh, damn. It took too long to scroll. That's odd. I started within 4 days ago. It took me an hour after hitting 80 ML to reach 600 item level. It's never been this easy. I agree. I mean, like, there's a plateau though, right? There's still a plateau up there, but it takes you longer to reach it. But once you're there, then, then the grind truly begins. Is it just me or multicraft feels way weaker than Dragonflight? I don't know. The odds have been okay. Like, sometimes I'll be like, okay, dude, my multicraft with all these things, it's worth like, you know, it's like 30% or something like that, and then it's shit. You don't get anything. I'm like, fuck. That's what I see with my alloy crafter, like on the regular. But then sometimes I'll just get really lucky with stuff too. So I don't know really. I don't know if I can agree that it's weaker, but it's always weaker, and it always sucks until it doesn't. Let's see how much stuff did I get. Oh, some random transmog stuff. Ah. Oh no. Oh shit. Okay, I didn't expect this much stuff. Oh no. Oh hey, that loot thing is there still. Okay. Okay, got 60 grand from something. from something. I think that was a lot of the resourcefulness stuff that I got from selling shit. Let's see. Got a long way to go to get to 636. I'm stuck at 620 because of the pain of getting those gold crests. Them gildeds. No, it's gonna be a journey. I mean, we still, you know, keep this in mind. It's 2 months until 1007. 1007. I'm not even talking about season 3 or season 2 yet. You know, we still got 2 months of we still got 2 months until the next patch, and then 2 months after that until next season. So we got 4 months. You know, whether you want to hit 636 or not, you know, it's up to you. But there is time. Has everyone tried Sanctum since the patch? Yes. You can kill KT. You just need to use... Well, I need to use AoE attacks. Other people have... Someone was saying that you can use a mouse over macro to target the invisible mob, because that's what happens now. You can go downstairs. There's Arphis, the puppy, will actually tank KT while you're down in the phylactery phase, but you need AoE attacks in order to damage the mob down there. That's it. That's all you gotta do. There's like graphical problems with the downstairs area, but it is doable. Just make sure you have like point blank AoE, like concentration, blizzard, rain of fire, stuff like that to deal damage with, and then you'll be good. I'm still getting mail out, aren't I? A lot of rando transmog though. Yay! Relics, get out of here. I don't want your stinking relics. Any other Legion stuff? Yes. Alright, let's see how many points I got. Oh, I felt like I was getting more than this. Okay, so this is the engineering stuff. So I got, what, 5 points? Yeah, 5 points from that. And then Blacksmith, there's 2 here. Oh, I got 8. Damn. Good haul today. You can still bring... Yeah, I think I still happen to be spec'd for... with Necrolord people. Alright, so what am I working on? I'm working on deciding which armor thing to go for next. So I think the things that I've been seeing most of have been gloves and bootsies. Yeah, gloves and bootsies. And then followed by like the tier stuff. That's typically been last. And belt too. So gloves, boots, belt. Yeah, that's boots. Okay. I think I'll just wait. I'll wait until someone asks for something and then I'll respond to it. So that's 12 points there. 5 points here. Woo, 5 points, yay. In this case, more resourcefulness? I guess that wouldn't be a bad idea. And then this is just ingenuity. Yeah, I'll put points in there. And let's see how much scrap I get from rando shit. Yeah, let's see what we get. Come on. Like, you can do it. Yeah, they fixed it. What do you think they're fixed it? You talking about the solo content? Oh, you can see it. Okay. Sorry. That's what I get reading chat slow. Oh, is it not doing that thing right? Fuck. I think all the scrap is in my bank. Oh no. Dang it. I hate it when the game does that. Yoo-hoo, scrap. Okay, is that... Okay, that's all of it. Cool. Yeah, something I'm going to want to know how it feels to have... There's like a file that increases my crafting speed. There is this talent here that'll take me forever to get. Increases the rate you can rummage and pilfer by 50%. And then there's a buff you get when you're helping out the Weaver in the Ashkehet that increases your casting and crafting speed by, I think, 30%. I want to see how this shit just blinks by. Just I want to see how stupid it is. But yeah, right now I just want to go through like some of this stuff because it's been piling up, and I want to see if there's anything cool I can sell, like any rank 3 something or others. Mahahaha. Am I maxed out with rep yet? No, I am not. Have been working very hard on rep this expansion. I haven't needed to, because like a big part of it has been delves. Like, it's been so easy to get delve gear and then using the catalyst to convert into like other stuff that I was not in a big rush to make myself higher level crafted gear, because that's my main motivation. It was to get those runed enchanted crests. That was like those were a big deal during Dragonflight. This time, not so much. I'm just like, I'll get to it. Like, I made for myself bracers and a helmet as an engineer. I eventually made myself boots. And that's been it. Yeah, I haven't been in a rush. Like, I was using the whole, hey, let me make sparks you know how you need like 250 Valor Stones in order to make the thing into a spark. Like I would like hold on to it until I'm close to capping on Valor Stones. I'm like, okay, I need something to spend Valor Stones on. For me, it's been, you know, it's either feast or famine with one thing or another. For me, it's been crests. Crests I'm like super starved at because I don't do keys. So all of my gildeds have been coming from whatever I can, whatever I get from the few heroic raids that I do. You know, basically the one kill of Silken Court that we get every week. Yeah, but otherwise, yeah, it wasn't a big rush. And I'm cool with that. Saves on other crests. You know, saves on low-level crests. I just graduated from rune crests this week. So now, each week I'm going to just convert one. I'm going to acquire and convert my way into getting one gilded upgrade. That's cool. So I'm slowly getting mythic appearances. Fuck yeah. And I need to sell stuff, I think. Here, stop moving so I can sell shit. I don't seem to be getting much though. Like I'm not getting let's see, rank 3 stuff. Okay, so one thing of one bismuth bolt. that's not much at all. Oh, I can make that. I can make that. Let's see if I answered fast enough. I answered that call kind of slow. Like my realm is pretty good for crafting orders, but it can be competitive. It's not like other servers though. Oh man. Remember those times where I've been sitting on the EU servers? I got onto like one of their busy ones and like it's just their chat is just non-stop. Yeah, so I was too slow on that one. But it's not as competitive here. You still want to be fairly fast and responsive, but you know, it's not the end of the world. You can get business. I should start doing 8s for Gilded. I'm not in a rush. So 2s and 3s are harder than 8s because people don't know what they're doing, at least, lol. So welcome to the channel, Brooks. Hey, I'm Soul, and and I don't really do keys. So to me, dungeons are a foreign nation. Here, let me show you. So here's my Mythic Plus progression so far. All right, so let me just let that sit there. I'll let you soak that in and try to understand what that means. And then dungeons and raids. War within dungeon. Alright, so nah, it's not gonna show anything. No, that doesn't do it. Okay, here we go. Defeat every dungeon in Kazalgar in Mythic or Mythic Keystone difficulty as a tank. Notice that there's nothing there. In fact, Mythic, haven't done it. Heroic Metery, haven't done it. Heroic City of Threads. Yeah, I've not done dungeons. I don't need to. That's all. I don't need to do them right now. Once we're done with AOTC, then I'll start building up the mood. That's all. But I also play with the guild too, and chances are when I start doing keys with the guild, they too will not have too much of an idea of what they're doing. I'm like, all right, guys, let's go. And then we'll be going in for the first time. I'll be going in for the first time, that's for sure. So to me, 2s and 3s are no different than eights in the sense that I don't know what I'm doing. Good luck, team. So it's going to be interesting diving into these for the first time, because this is the first time I'm going in. I'll be going into dungeons this blind, outside of like the familiar ones that are returning. Like those, I'll muscle memory my way through it. But the other stuff, no. And the affixes, I don't know what the hell's going on with those. So it'll be fun for me. For everyone else who's unlucky enough to come with me, maybe not so much, but it might be cool. I think I'll just deposit all these for now. I have anima to turn in. Okay, let me try and clear out a little bit more of my inventory. Like, shoot, we only got 10 minutes left on stream anyway. Damn. Alright, so there goes that stuff for now. I gotta go to like Oribos, I think. If anything, I'll change back to Kyrian, as I should. Good pugs are a living nightmare. Yeah, just not fond of him, or not fond of doing pugs. Like the main reason that I try to make it clear. Like the two main reasons I don't pug, one is like social anxiety, but like I'd say the biggest reason that I don't pug is because I don't want to gear pugs. I would much rather be. I'd rather be doing low level keys and learning stuff with the guild and teaching them stuff or getting them to like learn like how things work or whatever, and me learning alongside them, than to just get gear with pugs. Because then I'm just playing for me, and for the longest time now, I have not been playing this game just for me. Thank you for the crafting order yesterday. See? I wasn't making it up. I was making orders for people. I don't know if you're one of the people who was like, hey, can you make something for me? I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. And then you came back to me and said, hey, can you also make this? I was like, yeah, I can do that too. Oh. Yeah, there were a couple of you that were doing that yesterday. It was pretty wild. Just wondering, haven't been trying, and around 22 with all the spider up, it's almost maxed at on the last level. Yeah. No, I've been doing it. Just no rush, no sense of urgency. What are we selling to save for the Brutosaur? Yeah, I was doing the experiment early on, Jeremy. I was just gathering. That's it. And I got about 20 grand in that 1 hour, which isn't bad. But, you know, it's not that much. And I'm sure people are like, oh, man, there's got to be a better way, a fast way to do it, right? But if people want to have a path, that's one way to do it. Just spend an hour or so a day and just gather stuff and hope. And I'm going to Kyrian Place. Actually, I don't need to go to Kyrian Place. I can just go to Zareth Mortis. Guild keys are way worse. Hey, we still get KSM right on time, baby. Right on time. But of course, this is me just going for KSM. Yeah, like when I did the keys, like for the most part, the group was pretty like Mac and Blue. They were a lock. They were there, and then sometimes you would come Winky, and then sometimes it'd be other people like maybe Slick and some other folks. But yeah, it was a fairly set group. Where do I go again? Oh, this dude. The collector. Boop. 8,000 anima. Ooh. I gotta prep for raid tonight too. Well, what does the raid need? Actually, the raid needs. I'll make some oils because I can't do weapon stones yet. I don't think I will be able to. Hey, Asaf. We're gonna be wrapping up soon, by the way. So I apologize for folks who might be tuning in a little bit late, and I'll pass. You know, for the people who are still getting drops, I'll make sure to pass you guys over to someone cool. Every season I would get whispers from my guildie saying they'll Mythic Plus with you, and they never commit. I never hear you asking about it though, so I don't know if you guys are just speaking through whispers or Discord chat or whatever. Because I'm sure like it'd be easy enough to be like, "Hey, I'm setting the schedule. Show up. It's on the calendar." Because that's kind of what I'm doing, and I'll get who I get. Watch them gave you wings. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, because I'm sure you've noticed by now, Winky, like this guild is not, most of this guild, outside of maybe Feared, we don't bug, you know, it's not like you're obligated to, but if you want to, if you care, if you want to get something done with guild, you're gonna have to set a schedule. Shit, what character was I getting on? This guy. You know, just like how I scheduled the BRD run we did yesterday. That was interesting. Still fun though. At least we got it done at a reasonable amount of time. Oh yeah, just like that, just set a schedule. See who signs up. And then be picky and choosy about who you want to keep for future runs, and you know, just kind of go from there. Okay, so I said I was going to make oil. Sexy oil. I didn't give the guild any oil Tuesday. They'll get it today. And I should have it. Actually, I should have enough for the whole team. But I'll make more. Let's see. I only have enough for 3. Shit. 3 casts. Yeah, I guess the guild probably does have enough, so I'll just make some to sell. Woo-woo. And I'm all out. Okay. Oh, I had no multi-prop things. Lame. Oh well. And then that's gonna go for $5,000. Not bad. I didn't really spend much for it, so. And off it goes. Yay! Yeah, so between that and like rank 1 dust, it's not bad. Of course, I need concentration to do it, so I don't know. I think this Alchemist like just kind of sucks. Yeah, I'm spec'd for that, but I am low on. Yeah, I'm definitely low on skill. I'm low on skill. I could probably use like some better materials, and then I'll be able to like, you know, more bettery make rank 3s. But I don't think I'm gonna want to use like high level parts. That's gonna be. So if I use those, that's still $122, and I'm missing hella skill. At least I'm using Kazalgar stuff. Crust, thank you, by the way. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. All right. So, oh, and it's lunch. Okay, so let me find someone for the Twitch people to pass you off to. Am I gonna do Kraken Latte 3 times in a row, or will I find someone else? Let's go to. We'll find someone. Promise. Okay, I'm definitely not seeing anyone familiar. Shit. The people who I've been seeing online, they have been streaming for a while, so they might be wrapping up too. There's Jedith. He does high-level content, but he's cool, though. But let's see, who else? You know what I need to do? I need to meet more people. How about that? I need to meet other streamers, other like casually sort of streamers. The difficulty is that I don't know any of them. Or in order to know them, I need to watch them, and I can't watch them because I'm streaming at the time. Genius. Okay, so I think Jedith it is. Marcellian, they don't stream for very long. Like the last time I did it, they were wrapping up too. I'm like, what? You've only been streaming for an hour though. Fuck. So they were like wrapping up. So I'm assuming that they're wrapping up too. All right. So enjoy yourselves, friends. May your loot be merry. May your stuff sell. Oh, they didn't buy that much stuff yet. You guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys for the next thing. And until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, stay breezy. Bye. And again, bye.